Hello everyone. Welcome to today's story. Before we begin, let us be silent for a moment. May single mothers be given more strength. May children grow up in love and not in coldness. May love, once it arrives, have enough courage to soothe every wound. Night fell. The countryside sank into a honey gold shade. In a simple tiled house, Alex's mother, whom Tuna still called Aunt, was holding Henry in her arms. She gently rocked him, her voice warm and low. "I wonder where Uncle Alex and Mother Tuna have gone. It's late, and they're still not back. You've been so good at home with Grandma." Henry wriggled, his lips puckered, his clear eyes wide open. She laughed, kissed his forehead, and soothed him again. The sound of a car engine rose from the lane, headlights cutting a long streak of light across the bamboo grove. The wooden door opened. Alex stepped in first, followed by Tuna. She hurriedly greeted. "Hello, Aunt." "Hi, Mom. I just got back," Alex said, his voice cheerful, his eyes still shining with joy. Alex's mother squinted in gentle reproach. "Where have you two been so late? Luckily, the baby was very good, didn't cry at all." Tuna lowered her head. "We had some errands in the city, so we came back late." Alex leaned in to look at Henry in his mother's arms. Henry was already dressed in clean clothes, smelling of milk and baby powder. Tuna was surprised. "Oh, Aunt, you bathed the baby already?" "Yes, he woke up, so I bathed him. Then he ate and went back to sleep. He's very good. Next time if you're busy, just let me watch him. Don't worry." Those simple words made Tuna's heart tremble. She smiled, took Henry back into her arms. The baby nestled against her chest, his tiny hand gripping her finger. Alex watched, a deep emotion welling inside him. After the warm dinner, Alex's mother prepared a basket for Tuna, some clothes, a few soft towels, and a clean bottle. She reminded, "The baby's things are ready here. Whenever you're free, just bring him over for me to look after." Tuna thanked her profusely. Alex carried Henry, guiding Tuna outside. The car was parked at the porch, lights on. He opened the back door, set up the baby seat, and carefully fastened the belt. "Get in the seat, I'll drive safely," Alex said. Tuna nodded softly, placed Henry in the seat. Alex's mother saw them off at the gate. "Drive carefully, son. It's late, remember to go slowly." The car rolled out of the yard, wheels turning on the dirt road. Inside, Tuna glanced back at Henry from time to time. The baby slept soundly, his face peaceful. Alex drove quietly, but his heart was restless. He wanted to say what he had kept inside. When they reached the farm, he parked by the porch. Tuna carried Henry inside. She laid him in the cradle, gently rocking him back to sleep. Alex stood nearby, his eyes fixed on mother and child. When Henry was sound asleep, silence filled the house, broken only by the sound of insects in the garden. Alex moved closer, sat beside Tuna. He looked into her eyes, his voice deep and steady. "Tuna, I have something to tell you." She looked up in surprise. His eyes shone under the warm yellow light. "Since the day I met you and Henry, my life has completely changed. I don't just want to help you as a friend. I want more than that. Tuna, I love you." Tuna froze, her heart wavered. Painful memories rushed back, the days her former husband's family rejected her, the lonely nights with her pregnant belly. She whispered, trembling, I'm so scared. I was hurt before. I lost all my faith. I don't want my child to lack love ever again." Alex took her hand, his warm palm protective. He spoke slowly, each word engraved into the night. "I understand, but I didn't come to replace anyone. I just want to raise Henry with you, to build a real family together. I promise I'll protect both of you with everything I have." Tuna's eyes blurred with tears. She saw sincerity in his gaze, not pity, not something fleeting, but a vow from the heart. After a while, she nodded softly. "I can't promise to trust right away, but I'll try. I agree to let you step into our lives." Alex smiled, his eyes shining as if another star had appeared tonight. He simply held her lightly, no needless words. Outside, the breeze passed through the pomelo garden, carrying its gentle fragrance into the little house. When the clock struck 11, Alex stood up. He looked at Tuna for a long moment, whispering, "I'll go now. Rest early, I'll come again tomorrow. Yes. Drive safely. Tuna replied, her voice trembling softly but her eyes tender. The car drove away, its red taillights fading behind the bamboo grove. Tuna carried Henry back inside, her heart filled with worry, warmth, and the sense that she had just taken an important step. The next morning, when the sunlight was still pale and the dew had not yet dried on the leaves, Alex left home. He started the car, his face bright with excitement, his eyes filled with new hope. Last night, Tuna had agreed to open her heart. That alone gave him the strength to face the day's work and the challenges ahead. The car rolled down the village road, past the whispering bamboo groves, and merged into a small street where a familiar coffee shop stood. Adam, his business partner, a well-known trader in agricultural distribution, had arranged to meet him there. The cafe, with its red-tiled roof and bougainvillea blooming at the entrance, carried a classic charm. When Alex stepped inside, Adam was already at a table near the window, a cup of strong black coffee before him. He rose and shook Alex's hand firmly. "Alex, you're here. I didn't wait long." "Hello, Adam. It's good to see you again," Alex replied, pulling out a chair. Adam took a sip of coffee and got straight to the point. "The other day you sent me 2,000 Fujian pomelos. My clients were very pleased. They praised the uniform size, the beautiful segments, the balanced sweetness. I'd like to discuss a long-term partnership." Alex nodded, smiling with quiet pride. "I'm glad to hear that. The Fujian orchard is preparing for the next harvest. But today, I want to take you to see the greenskin pomelos. They're a specialty of this region, just as good in quality, and in some markets, even more popular." Adam leaned forward, intrigued. "Greenskin pomelos? I've heard of them for years, but never tried them fresh at the source. That would be perfect. I want to see the appearance and taste for myself." Alex called the waiter to settle the bill, and the two of them stepped outside. The sun was rising, casting golden streaks across the street. He invited Adam into the car. "The road into the orchard is narrow. Cars can only go so far, but the view is worth it," Alex said as he buckled his seatbelt. Adam nodded, curiosity sparkling in his eyes. The car left the town, following a red dirt road toward the lush green hills. Along the way, rice paddies shimmered, the young stalks swaying like waves in the wind. Farmers bent low planting seedlings, their silhouettes reflected in the sparkling water. After half an hour's drive, Alex stopped at the entrance of a narrow path, wide enough for two people to walk side by side. He turned off the engine, pointed ahead. "From here we'll walk, but you won't be disappointed." Adam lifted his briefcase and followed. The path was shaded by bamboo and wild trees, birds singing cheerfully. The breeze cooled the air, and as they went deeper, the fragrance of pomelos grew stronger, sweet and heady. At last, the orchard opened before them. Hundreds of pomelo trees, heavy with fruit. The branches sagged under the weight of plump, glossy green pomelos, some already glowing faintly yellow in the sunlight. Adam's eyes widened. He touched a large fruit. Incredible. Each one is so big, easily more than 2 kilos. Alex nodded. "That's right. These trees are carefully tended. We only use organic fertilizer, no chemical herbicides. The weeds are cut by hand to keep the soil soft." He bent down, showing Adam the soil around the roots. "The soil here is rich and holds moisture well. That's why the fruit tastes sweet and crisp." Adam listened, nodding with satisfaction. He smiled. "I'd like to taste one. May I?" Without hesitation, Alex fetched a sharp knife from a small shed. He chose a large pomelo, twisted it gently from the branch, and cut the stem. The heavy fruit dropped into his hands. He peeled away the thick green rind, revealing glistening pink segments beneath. He handed Adam a piece. Adam tasted it, his eyes lighting up. Wonderful! The flavor is fresh, with a slight tang, crisp, and the sweetness lingers. I think in another week or 10 days, the sugar content will be perfect. Then this pomelo could please even the most demanding clients. Alex nodded. Exactly. This is just the early harvest. I plan to wait 10 more days before picking them all. The yield should be around 50,000 fruits. If you'd like, I can prioritize your order." Adam laughed, clapping Alex's shoulder. "Excellent. I'll place a pre-order. This time, I'll take about 10,000. If the quality remains consistent, I'll be ready to sign a long-term contract." Alex gripped his hand firmly, joy swelling in his chest. He knew that with this partnership, not only would his business flourish, but he could also secure a solid future for Tuna and Henry. The sun climbed higher, spreading golden light across the orchard. A gentle breeze carried the fragrance of pomelos through the air, like a promise of the prosperous season to come. That afternoon, while Alex was still with Adam checking the last grapefruit trees in the garden, Tuna stayed home feeding the chickens, cleaning the pigsty, and preparing dinner. Henry was sound asleep in the cradle, his face rosy after a full feed. A peaceful atmosphere enveloped the entire farm. While tucking the blanket around baby Henry, she heard a voice calling from outside the gate. "Tuna, Tuna." She startled, looking up. That voice was so familiar, it sent shivers down her spine. Stepping to the door, Tuna saw a thin figure, dressed in worn clothes, hollow eyes still glinting with resilience. It was the mother of Hwang-an, the ex-husband who had once abandoned her. Tuna froze, her voice trembling. Why are you here?" The weary woman leaned on the wooden gate, forcing a faint smile. "Tuna, I searched for so long to find you here. How did you know I was here?" Tuna asked cautiously, her hand still on the latch, not opening it fully. "Please calm down. Sit and talk with me for a while." Her voice was pleading. Tuna opened the gate, her tone firm. "Fine, come in. Say what you need to say." They sat at the old wooden table. The woman glanced around the house, her eyes stopping at the small cradle in the middle of the room. Henry still slept soundly, his breathing soft. "Tuna, I know I was wrong. I treated you poorly in the past, but today I only came to see you. And to see my grandchild." Her voice faltered, her trembling hand resting on her lap. Tuna snapped, her eyes blazing. "There is no grandchild of yours here." "Why would you say that?" "I saw you holding my grandchild with my own eyes." Tuna choked up, recalling the day her ex-husband's family cast her out while she was pregnant. The pain was still like an unhealed scar. She growled. "Back then, you and Hwang-an knew I was pregnant, yet you still drove me away. Why come here now?" The woman lowered her face, her voice small. "I know. I was wrong. Hwang-an has paid for it. He's in prison now. And me, I have no home, living in others' places. I only have this one grandchild left. Please let me see him, just once." "No," Tuna cried, tears rising. "Henry is not yours. He is my son. I beg you, let me see him once." The woman clasped her hands, pleading through tears. "No," Tuna shook her head, clutching Henry tightly as if to shield him. "Go away." A heavy silence fell. Outside, the wind rustled the banana leaves, echoing Tuna's heart. Finally, seeing the woman kneel down, tears streaming, she sighed. "Fine, I'll let you see him, but only to look. You cannot touch him." The woman nodded repeatedly, wiping her tears. Tuna carried Henry out. The boy slept peacefully, his innocent face and pursed lips serene. The woman's eyes lit up instantly, trembling as she whispered, "Oh my God, he truly is my grandson. He looks so much like Hwang-an." She reached out, her hand shaking as if to touch, but Tuna immediately stepped back. "Enough. You can only look. You cannot hold him. Let me hold him just for a moment, Tuna." Her voice was desperate. "No," Tuna cried softly, clutching Henry. "This is enough. I don't want you to disturb our life anymore." The woman broke down, tears streaming down her cheeks. Bowing her head, she whispered, "Just seeing him today, I am content. Next time, I will come again. Don't come back." Tuna said firmly, "I've escaped your family, and now my life is good. Leave." The woman rose slowly, walking heavily toward the gate. Before leaving, she turned back, her eyes burning with longing. "It's true. He is my grandson. I cannot lose him." The gate closed, leaving only the quiet courtyard. Tuna stood there, holding Henry close, her heart pounding. She was angry, pitying, but above all fearful for her child's future. She looked out toward the grapefruit orchard, took a deep breath to calm herself. The evening wind still caressed softly, but her heart was in turmoil. Late in the afternoon, the golden glow of sunset spread across the countryside. Alex had just seen Adam off to his car, relieved that their meeting had gone far better than expected. He drove along the familiar road leading back to the farm, a quiet anticipation rising within him. He longed to see Tuna and baby Henry again, to share the good news. When the car stopped at the gate, he saw Tuna standing there, Henry in her arms. But her face was not as bright as usual. Instead, worry clouded her eyes. Alex hurried toward her. "What's wrong? Did something happen?" Tuna was silent for a moment before opening the gate for him. They stepped into the yard together. He placed a hand on her shoulder, his voice filled with concern. "Tell me, something happened, didn't it?" Tuna sighed softly, her voice trembling. "My ex-mother-in-law, she came here." Alex froze, his brow furrowing deeply. "What did you say? Hong An's mother? She knows you're here?" Tuna nodded, tears threatening to spill. "Yes, she came asking to see Henry. I refused, but she knelt down, begging. I finally let her look at him for a moment, then I sent her away." Alex clenched his fists. His eyes flashed with anger and worry. "Did she do anything to you? Did she touch Henry?" "No, I held him tightly. She only looked, but the way she stared scared me. She said Henry looks like Hong An and that she'll come back." At this, Alex paced quickly around the yard, struggling to contain his emotions. He knew too well. This woman was part of the reason Tuna had suffered humiliation. Was she truly here just to visit her grandchild? He turned back to Tuna, his voice firm. "You don't need to be afraid. I'm here. From now on, if she comes again, don't face her alone. Call me right away. I'll handle it." Tuna looked at him, her tearful eyes now glimmering with hope. "But I'm afraid. She's Hong An's mother. If she really wants to claim Henry, I don't know what to do." Alex stepped closer, resting his hand gently on her cheek, his voice resolute. "Listen to me. Henry is your son, and I see him as my own. No one has the right to take him from you. I swear I will protect you both, no matter who I have to face." Those words rang out like a vow carved in stone. Tuna broke down, unable to hold back anymore. She leaned against Alex's shoulder, her tears soaking his shirt. Henry nestled between them, gazing up briefly before pressing his little head into his mother's chest, as if sensing safety in their embrace. Alex held them close and whispered, "From now on, I won't let you stand alone. No matter how painful your past, let me share your present and future." Outside, the wind stirred the bamboo grove, creaking softly, yet Tuna's heart grew lighter. She believed that at least now, she no longer had to fight alone. After a quiet pause, Alex wiped away her tears and said, "Come on, no more crying. I've brought good news." Adam was very pleased with the green pomelo orchard. He wants to place an order for 10,000 fruits. That means this harvest will be a sure success. Tuna looked at him, her eyes still red but a smile forming on her lips. "Really? That's wonderful. It means we won't have to worry so much." "Yes," Alex nodded. "With steady work, I can take even better care of you and Henry." That evening, they sat together on the porch, warm light spilling over the old wooden table. Henry slept peacefully in his cradle, his tiny hands curled as if holding on to a sweet dream. Alex and Tuna ate and talked, a gentle warmth filling the home. When night grew late, Alex prepared to leave. He took Tuna's hand, his gaze steady and sincere. "Remember what I said. If anything happens, call me immediately. I won't let anyone hurt you again." Tuna nodded, her heart tightening with emotion. "I trust you." He smiled, kissed her gently on the forehead, then walked to his car. The headlights pierced the still night as he drove away. Tuna stood watching until the red tail lights disappeared into the distance, her heart swelling with new hope. Perhaps, at last, she had truly found her anchor. That night, after Alex left, Tuna remained by Henry's cradle for a long time. Her heart was filled with both worry and hope. Alex's promise was like a bright lamp in the darkness, lighting up a future she had once thought completely lost. But was that promise strong enough to stop her ex-mother-in-law's return? Would the woman stop after seeing Henry once, or would she try every way possible to take the child? And if things escalated, how would Alex protect Tuna and her son? What do you think? Should Tuna give her ex-mother-in-law a chance to be close to Henry, or must she completely forbid it to protect her child? If you were Alex, how would you handle the painful past that still clings to the one you love? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss the next dramatic chapters of this story.
Xin chào tất cả các bạn. Hôm nay chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau theo dõi video sau khi Alex cầu hôn Tử La, và anh ấy đã đưa Tử La và bé Henry về trang trại, và anh ấy đã rời đi về ngôi nhà của anh ấy và mẹ đang sinh sống. Ngày hôm sau, anh ấy đã hẹn gặp Adam để nói chuyện về những hợp đồng về những quả bưởi, và Alex đã đưa Adam đi tham quan vườn bưởi của mình và đã thử những múi bưởi thơm ngon. Trong khi đó, Tử La đang chăm sóc trang trại thì bỗng cái người mẹ chồng của cô ấy đã tìm đến và rồi gặp bé Henry. Bà ta muốn bế bé Henry và nhận bé Henry về để nuôi, nhưng Tử La đã không chấp nhận điều đó, và Tử La chỉ cho bà đấy đứng từ xa nhìn bé Henry, nhưng bà ta nhất quyết đến lại gần, và Tử La đã ôm chặt lấy bé Henry, không cho bà ta động vào. Sau một hồi nói chuyện thì bà ta đã rời đi, và chiều hôm đó Alex đến thăm Tử La và bé Henry. Tử La đã kể hết mọi chuyện cho Alex nghe. Alex đã quyết định bảo vệ cô và bé Henry cho đến cùng. Cho dù có chuyện gì xảy ra thì Alex vẫn quyết tâm bảo vệ. Mọi người thấy video này hay và ý nghĩa thì hãy cho mình một lượt thích và một lượt đăng ký kênh để mình có thêm động lực để sản xuất ra những cái video hay tiếp theo. Xin chào mọi người ạ.